In this video, I'm aiming to help you understand why I created the homework resources that I set for you at the end of each topic. I want to help you see the point in using them well, and I want you to understand what my expectations of this work are clearly. I've been developing the resources over several years and had lots of help from feedback from students to try and make them better each year. Each task is set in 2 parts and is always set when we finish a topic in class. This doesn't mean I'm saying that you should only review a topic straight after the teaching of it. What I'm aiming for with these resources is to support you and help you plan for repeated regular revision, doing a little and often, but focusing your revision more efficiently. I want to help you be more proactive with your independent study. I want to help support you in organising your time and to model the use of deliberate practice to help you develop the skills that will give you a chance to respond constructively to setbacks. It's all been designed to help you achieve the grade you want to achieve. The 9-to-1 GCSE is 100% assessed by written exam. If you have extra support in the exams, use the same support with your homework. You have to be proactive, ask for the help, maybe a parent, maybe me, maybe a friend, but ask for help before the deadline. In the first task, before any revision starts, I ask you to assess your strengths and weaknesses from the topic that we've just finished in class. It's important to reflect on how the topic has gone. It helps you to see where you've made good use of lesson time, and it highlights areas where the homework task might help you improve and help you to feel more confident. The second task is all about keywords. You have the choice here. You can write them all out, or you can use Quizlet to test yourself. Keywords are important for your written exam answers, but in physics they're often also useful in linking to some of the equations you need to know. Make sure you use the resources to fill in any keywords that you couldn't do or to correct any mistakes. You have the answers in the homework support booklet, but you also have them in your lesson booklet and they're all on my Google Drive. Use a different coloured pen to show improvements if you're filling in the answers. If you're using Quizlet, do a few repeat tests and show me your scores clearly. Task 3 is about core knowledge. In the weeks when we haven't finished a topic in class and there's no homework booklet task assigned, I do expect you to be reviewing your core knowledge across different topics. In the homework task, what I'm looking for is a record of how you've done straight after the topic. You can choose to ask someone to quiz you, or you can use the Quizlet resources that I've set up to test yourself. Whichever one you choose, I need to see that evidence, a signature from your tester or a record of your Quizlet scores. Remember, regular review gets a better grade for you. Make sure you mix up your core knowledge practice in the weeks when you're not working on a specific structured homework task. The fourth task is to focus on equations. There are equations that you need to learn, and there are some equations that you'll be provided with on the day of the exam. For each topic, I'm supporting you to be aware of which equations are important. I'm also checking that you're learning them correctly, ready to apply them as well. So parts 1 to 4 are all about the core content that you need to know. They are covering the specification, looking at everything that could possibly be tested in the exams, making you aware of what knowledge you'll need to be ready to use. Task 5 is about the application of all of that knowledge. I include real exam questions so that you can practice applying your knowledge. To do this most effectively, you should first try the questions in exam conditions, timing yourself to a minute a mark. It's task 6 where you start using resources to help you improve and aim for perfect answers. You have the lesson resources from class. You also have some revision resources in your homework support booklet. Remember too, my Google Drive has extra bits and pieces that you might find helpful. This is the last part of part 1, and it is about aiming for perfection in your exam answers. Think about your exam technique. Try and get every single mark out of the questions by looking up ideas and adding to your first attempts with a different coloured pen. Nothing should be left blank. So tasks 5 and 6 are all about being proactive, thinking for yourself, looking up answers for yourself. They're about deliberate practice, preparing for the way that you're going to be assessed, and for using your time effectively so that you can look at improving from mistakes in that strive for perfection. If you are genuinely so stuck that you cannot answer a question, you should be using the support that you've been offered that is not paper-based. Me. Email me. Come for lunchtime one-to-one help. But don't leave it till the deadline and then tell me I can't do it. I expect you to be proactive in seeking help. Remember, your classmates are there too. We have 2 groups of triple students. Ask a peer for support. At this stage, part 1 is complete and I will collect your work to mark it. I use a fairly simple feedback method. 3 means awesome effort. You have taken care to follow the instructions. You have made focused effort and you've used the resources fully. 2, great effort. Good use of the resources throughout. 1, you haven't put enough effort in yet. I add individual comments to your work when they're needed, so don't forget to look back through your work in case they're useful. All the 2s and 3s are then supplied with a mark scheme. You can use this at home to complete part 2. If you got a 1, you will need to spend some time showing me your better effort, and that would be in lunchtime. If you still can't get it right, we might be seeing each other after school. Part 2 is all about exam technique. Passing your physics GCSE is not just about understanding physics. There are hoops to jump through, like any GCSE, and improving your exam technique can help you nail those higher grades. I designed the key that we use so that we can use it in mock exams too. It's aiming to help you identify what would help you improve the most. If you miss out on marks, it's an opportunity to learn. Why did you not get that mark yet? What would make an even better answer? I am expecting to clearly see that you've understood when you deserve marks and when you didn't. In the cases when you didn't, I am looking for evidence that you understand what would have got you that mark. That's why you need that next colour pen. It's the final task, self-assessment. At the start of the homework, you assessed where you were. I think it's really important to go back to that checklist now. By looking at the specification points again, you can see how your focused homework time has helped you to improve already. You can identify problem areas so you know specifically what you need to seek help with and therefore be more proactive in asking for help and also spend less time doing it. When planning for revision, you can identify how much time you need to spend so your revision is more focused and more effective. You need to hand your work in now so that I can check you're on track for your independent study. Along the course of the GCSE, you build a complete set of revision resources to use, along with the resources we make in lessons. I hope the video has helped you understand why I set these homework tasks and how I expect you to use them really well. Evidence from past students has shown me that those who use these resources well meet and often exceed their target grades in the physics GCSE.
Because regular review gets a better grade for you.
Don't forget to
Like,
so that I can keep making the videos.
comment,
Especially to request other revision topics.
subscribe.
So you can get notifications of when my next video gets uploaded.